Hi, it's Tiffany with Buchwalter Greenhouse, and today we're making resurrection gardens. These are a great project to do with young children at Easter to help walk them through the story of Jesus dying and rising again from death. So our kits include everything you see here. We have saucer, soil, moss, some bark, little assortments to make a cross, and some plants. So this is our mini size. This is a 6-inch saucer. Starting off, you're going to take your potting soil and add some water to it so it's just damp. Mine's already damp and ready to go. And you want to make it just level with the top of the saucer, all the way straight across. Next, you're going to place your little pot. This is going to represent the tomb. And wherever you choose to place it, I would choose either in the middle or slightly off center, because when you're finished, you're going to want to take the rock that will close the tomb shut and place it as well, and you don't want it to fall off. So I'm going to place mine slightly off center and nestle it down a bit. And now we're going to finish adding the potting soil around the tomb. And this is where it does help that it is slightly wet so it sticks together. You can always put it into a bowl or a tub and toss it around with some water to get the consistency that's easy to work with. So I'm mounting it up over the tomb and around the sides, and I'm leaving probably the front third open. Just giving that a little pat down, making sure it stays inside the rim of the saucer. Next, we're going to take moss. This is called sheet moss, and it's because it just comes off in one big sheet. This is dyed, so it is not alive. It looks like this beautiful live green, but it's our little secret. It looks like grass, so we're going to use it to cover the top of the tomb, kind of like a mound. So I'm just going to place it over the top, and it easily tears away, and you can piece it together if you don't have one large piece. And then you should have some U-shaped little wires or pins, and that is to push it through the moss into the soil to help secure it into place. So just do that in a couple spots. Don't have to go crazy. It's just so it doesn't slide off. And then I'm going to turn it around so you can see the back. This is where you're going to want to tear it or cut it. I'm going to cut it this time just to get a cleaner edge. Cut along the edge of the saucer. Tearing works as well. And then we're going to tuck that little lip inside, kind of like you're tucking in your t-shirt. And that will encourage any water to go back into the saucer and not lose soil from the outside of the container. Once you have that moss down and secure, if you need to, you can add another little piece. Next, we're going to take our plants. So with this kit, we have a little spider plant and a little polka dot plant. If they don't easily lift out, push from the bottom, or you can put a pencil or a stick underneath and it'll just pop right out like that. Next, we want to choose where we're going to place those. So I think I would like one on the top, and I'm going to have one actually coming out of the side of the hill, which I didn't cover that yet with moss. So I'm just going to make a hole there with my finger. And I'm actually going to plant it sideways, push the roots in there, push the moss kind of back around it. And then for my spider plant, I'm going to make a hole. Again, you can use your fingers or some scissors. Just cut a hole into the moss where you'd like it to go, because you need it to get directly down into the potting soil or it's going to dry out pretty quick. And then insert it like so and cover the moss back around it. Now we're to the decorating part. We're going to take our orchid bark pieces and use those into the entrance of the tomb. You can have it even go inside if you want. Layer those up as you wish. Sometimes I lift up some of the plant leaves and put underneath. I'm just trying to hide the potting soil, pushing that down firmly. And then our tomb door, if your rock isn't perfectly round, it's great actually, because you can anchor this into the bottom of the soil. So just work it down in. And the added bark chips will help hide that imperfection anyway. It doesn't have to be perfectly round. I have my little stone saying he is risen. I think I'm going to cut into the moss a little bit just to help it stay. You could place it other places as well. Oh, it doesn't want to go there, so I'm going to try somewhere else. I'm going to try maybe up here. Awesome. And our final piece is going to be our cross. This, if you need to, the easy way out is just to take a dab of hot glue on your 2 pieces of sticks. Another way to do it is to take your twine, I grasp it in my finger and then I'll go between the corners of it, back and forth, wrapping. And then to finish, I'm going to tie the two ends together. One more time to make it knot so it doesn't come undone. Trim those off. And then you can place your cross in the top. And I left it longer on purpose because it needs to go down into the potting soil. So it's going to proportionally work out really well. And you can just trim it as needed. So there you have it, your own little resurrection garden. Watering, you can add water to the base of the saucer and let it wick up to the plants, or you can let it drip to where each of the plants are situated. Again, the moss does not need water, so you don't have to mist it or anything like that. On average, you're going to water about once a week. Enjoy.